Maybe you're not broken. Maybe you're angry. And maybe you've spent your entire life being taught to suppress it. Smile more. Be grateful. Stay positive. Keep pushing. Keep working. Keep performing. Keep pretending. Meanwhile, inside, something has been screaming for years, because deep down, a lot of people know this world is not healthy anymore. The pace is unnatural. The noise is constant. The pressure never ends. Everyone is overwhelmed. Everyone is distracted. Everyone is mentally exhausted. And somehow we are all expected to act like this is normal. Wake up. Check the phone. Absorb fear. Compare yourself to strangers. Work jobs you don't care about. Trade your attention for survival. Numb yourself at night. Repeat. 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 And if you finally begin to crack under the weight of all of it, they call you lazy, weak, negative, unstable. But maybe your nervous system is reacting normally to an abnormal environment. Maybe the anger is not dysfunction. Maybe it's intelligence. Because honestly, how could a soul not feel rage watching what humanity has become? People don't even look at each other anymore. Families sit together in silence, staring at screens. Algorithms know people better than they know themselves. Everything is optimized for addiction, outrage, consumption, escapism. Even spirituality became a performance. Fake wisdom, fake enlightenment, fake perfection. Everybody trying to appear healed while quietly drowning inside. And people feel it. That's why the tension is everywhere right now. People are carrying oceans of unspoken emotion, resentment, loneliness, fear, grief, humiliation, exhaustion. And because most people never learned how to process emotion, honestly, it leaks out sideways, in traffic, in comments, in relationships, in addiction, in isolation, in self-destruction. The modern human is emotionally constipated, smiling externally, burning internally. And maybe that's why so many people feel guilty for being angry. Because anger has been painted as something bad, something dangerous, something shameful. But anger is not always violence. Sometimes anger is clarity. Sometimes anger is the soul finally saying enough. Enough betraying yourself. Enough abandoning your body. Enough accepting environments that slowly poison your spirit. Enough shrinking yourself just to keep other people comfortable. Anger can become destruction or transformation. It depends on whether you become consumed by it or listen to what it's trying to show you. Because underneath anger is usually pain. Pain from being unseen. Pain from constantly surviving. Pain from caring too much for too long. Pain from trying to stay soft in a hard world. And maybe what people actually need right now is not more forced positivity. Maybe they need honesty. Real honesty. The kind that says, no, this world is not okay. People are mentally exhausted, emotionally disconnected, spiritually starved, overstimulated beyond anything the human nervous system evolved for. And the body keeps the score. That's why people feel anxious all the time. Why silence feels uncomfortable. Why stillness feels foreign. Why people reach for stimulation every few seconds just to avoid themselves. Because if they stop moving, they might finally feel everything they buried. But eventually, the suppression cracks. And honestly, maybe that's happening collectively right now. Maybe humanity's anger is surfacing because people cannot continue living disconnected from themselves forever. Maybe the rage is not the ending. Maybe it's the beginning of truth. Because before a person changes their life, usually something inside them finally says, I cannot live like this anymore. That moment matters. That moment changes people. Not because anger itself saves them, but because it exposes what their soul can no longer tolerate. And maybe your anger is not asking you to hate the world. Maybe it's asking you to stop abandoning yourself inside of it. So no, I don't think you're weak for feeling angry. I think many people are waking up to how much pressure they've silently carried. And maybe healing does not begin with pretending everything is okay. Maybe healing begins the moment you finally admit, I am angry, and I deserve to understand why.